Hello and welcome to my Fallout 4 settlement guide. My name is Timothy, and first of all I'm gonna introduce you a little to the management of a settlement, about important perks and resources and useful objects. And at the end of my introduction I will show you some nice and stupid things you can build in your settlement. Let's start with the resources you might want to gather. Most important for building your settlement is wood. Once I cleared out a new location, I usually wander around, scrapping most of the trees and some broken furniture and stuff. Also important are concrete, cloth, oil and aluminium. If you want to build lots of electronics, you also want to look out for copper and ceramic. Not so much needed for your settlements, but for weapons and armor modifications are adhesive materials, gear and screws. These are the things I usually run low at. Let's take a look at the perks I found useful for managing your settlements. Of outstanding importance for prosperous settlements, I found the local leader perk. It's at level 6 in the charisma tree. Level 1 allows you to establish supply lines between your villages. They then share food, water and resources. At level 2 you can even build shops that generate income and improves your settlers' happiness. For that purpose, I also put down 1 point into the medic perk, which then allows me to build first aid stations. If you really want to push the standards of shopping opportunities, you also want to lay down 2 points into the cap collector perk. But I'm not greedy. And here is what my supply network looks like. Impressive, isn't it? Some of the lines are merely for cosmetic reasons, and it's absolutely sufficient to just have every location connected to one other. The basic objects each of your settlements should have are, of course, enough beds for each of your citizens, some crops to harvest food, water of course, and some basic defenses. I recommend turrets because it needs no settler to man them, and if you have the energy left, you can even build heavier turrets. Also very useful is a scavenging station to gather resources, a Brahmin feed thrower so that the cows don't trample through your living rooms, and I found very useful a bell. When rung, it gathers the settlers around them. Usually I immediately change the fast travel target 2 to somewhere to the center of the location. Once available, you should also build a trade caravan post and an artillery, which provides a good amount of defense, and the artillery, of course. Also, as mentioned before, I like to build shops. Everything else is merely just for cosmetic reasons, but that's where the fun starts. Recognize this? That was one of the scrapped houses. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, I admit it, it's not a masterpiece. But what about this? This one was scrapped too. I choose to rebuild it. You can see some of the old walls here. Or there. But I think it got actually pretty nice. Small rooms, little veranda. So, this tool is pretty powerful, and of course, you don't have to repair the houses. You can build own ones and new ones. Like this little beach house here. Okay, okay. Don't say anything. The interior still needs some work. But the layout is pretty nice.
Yeah?
And of course, you can get crazy too. Ever dreamed of your own 4-story home? You got it. Plenty of room for everything, lots of beds, little recreation. A nice place to work too. And it's pretty nice to defend. Okay, it really doesn't matter in Sanctuary Hills, but I didn't knew that when I built it. So here it is.
Might be a good time to look for somewhere to spend the night.
And you can do other crazy stuff like building your own shopping emporium. So, this is what I'm gonna cover in the next few episodes. I'm gonna start with Getaway Preston, building a house from scratch, and then I'm probably gonna show you how to fix broken houses. And that's pretty much it for my little introduction. A few hints to end with. You can pick up almost anything by holding down E over it. I use it to clean out the houses. So the ghoul has to go. Bye, ghoul. And always make sure to assign your resources. Scavenging stations, for example, or defenses, or the artillery. Mine is on the rooftop in this case, so you can see it. And if you haven't found out, you can look for components when going to inventory and junk and to the component list, and then you can tag for search. For example, copper. I always look out for copper and aluminium, but I don't have any in my inventory. So yeah, that was it. Thanks for watching. Like it if you liked it. Bye bye.